Chuwi has introduced a new entry in its GemiBook series. While the company tends to equip its laptops with older processors, the GemiBook xPro relies on current generation hardware. Chuwi continues to use Intel processors on its laptops though, rather than more efficient AMD Ryzen options. Specifically, the GemiBook xPro relies on the Intel processor N100, a quad-core part from the new Alder Lake series. For reference, the processor N100 is an entry-level processor that contains 4 of a possible 8 cores. As such, the processor does not support Intel hyper-threading. Additionally, the processor N100 clocks between 1.0 to 3.4 GHz on A6WT2 with the 10 nm manufacturing process underpinning it. Moreover, Intel equips the processor N100 with a UHD graphics ZAPU that possesses 24 execution units, EUs, and can boost to 750 MHz when needed. Elsewhere, the GemiBook xPro has a 14.1-inch IPS display that resolves at 1920 by 1080 pixels in a 16:9 aspect ratio. According to Little Computing, the laptop should also feature Bluetooth 5.2 and Wi-Fi 6 connectivity, as well as a 6-row chiclet keyboard with full-sized arrow keys. It appears that Chuwi has equipped the GemiBook xPro with a relatively large trackpad too, although its accuracy remains to be seen at this stage. Chuwi adds that the GemiBook xPro weighs approximately 1.4 kilograms, has a 180-degree hinge and it's 19.9 mm thick. The GemiBook xPro should be available soon with 8 GB of RAM and a 256 GB SSD for about $300 US. Subscribe and like for more.